Hello, my name is Nathaniel, and today we will be talking about sexual consent. Before I actually start to talk about sexual consent, I'll let Malik explain sexual consent first for you guys.
Hi, my name is Malik Hamilton, and today I'm going to be talking about consent. What is consent? Consent is when someone agrees to something that the other person has asked.
Thank you, Malik, for explaining what sexual consent is because I didn't want to. Alright, let's start this off. Alright, so this first segment is going to start off with a bunch of interviews with consent. You know, let's make a little fun game out of this. I'm going to put a consent counter. I don't know why, but I am. Every single time I say the word consent, starting now, we are going to, count it. Look at the top right corner, over there. I'll put arrows at it. There. Okay. I'm stop wasting your time. Bye. Wait, not bye. I'm gonna. Okay, Wyatt, how do you feel about consent?
Consent is very good because if they don't want it, you don't give it to them, right? And consent is like the basis of our society. This guy asked me consent before he recorded me, right? But when he did it and I didn't feel comfortable with recording this video, this video wouldn't happen.
Good job. Alright, Steven, how do you feel about consent?
Yeah, consent is good, consent is like you get somebody's like permission to do something,
Yeah, I know.
Yup, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, good rule.
How do you feel about consent?
Consent is a really interesting topic here. We are in a public world, a public country. So I think you shouldn't ask for consent to people since we are all human at the end. We are all one. So yeah, it just doesn't make sense, So
Yeah.
that's how I feel about consent.
Alright, thank you. How do you feel about consent?
I feel like consent is a way where we can explain people's boundaries and we can tell people if we're comfortable or not.
I don't feel comfortable.
How do you feel about consent?
I feel like consent is like a way to tell people how you feel and what you want other people to think about you. And yeah, that's it.
Alright, thank you. Alrighty, so we got like two examples here. We got like the people who like actually like think, the people who actually value like common sense and like say that consent is a good thing. Yeah. And then you got the other people who, when I mean other people, I mean this one singular person, but you got this guy who just isn't thinking clearly. Am I not being open-minded? Yes, but it's like topics about like this stuff, like nah. Okay, we are at the middle part of the video, supposedly, and we are going to be talking about how to not get yourself in the situation of being accused of, the stuff. How to not be like, your favorite rapper or your favorite YouTuber or your favorite streamer or, the list goes on. I will be speaking from sort of personal experience and like stories from I heard from other friends. But yeah. Tip number 1, do not get involved in an online relationship or any of that. Online relationships could land you in a lot of cases. Am I telling you not to do it? I mean, if you want, go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Nobody would stop you. But, it's easier to get into those type of problems. For example, they could not be the right age of consent. That is the case of a lot of YouTubers and TikTokers, most of content creators. And then another problem that I have come across is blackmailing people for messages that they have sent. There's people that I know that can make fake messages and all that stuff, And I've seen people do it because they one time did it to me and it was not a fun experience. Yeah. Anyways, tip number 2. Make sure you're the right age to do the right thing. It's one of the most important things, and it should take a person it's common sense, you know? The age of consent inside Toronto, I think, is 16. And if you're my age, which is the age of 14, that's a couple years away. You should wait. Do not charge into anything. Wait. My third tip is going to be don't put yourself in a situation where you would even get yourself into a case of consent and stuff. Bad idea. No. Okay, so I don't really know what to do for the last segment, so I will just put an example of what not to do. Starting now.